The Great Spending Bill Standoff of 2025. In the hallowed halls of the Senate, where the air is thick with the scent of power and freshly printed money, a drama unfolded that would make even Shakespeare blush. The stage was set for the debate over Trump's domestic policy bill, a legislative behemoth so ambitious it promised to fix potholes, fund schools, and balance the budget, all while riding a unicorn of fiscal responsibility. But alas, as with all things in Washington, reality had other plans. Enter Senator Ron Johnson, a man whose love for fiscal restraint was rivaled only by his disdain for government waste. Rising to his feet like a budget hawk ready to swoop, he addressed the chamber with the gravitas of a prophet foretelling doom. "My fellow senators," he intoned, his voice gravelly from years of decrying deficits, "we stand at a crossroads. One path leads to fiscal ruin, where our children drown in debt. The other offers a chance to preserve the American dream by reining in this reckless spending." The chamber erupted in a cacophony of murmurs. Some nodded sagely, while others rolled their eyes so hard they risked permanent injury. Senator Elizabeth Warren, ever the champion of progressive ideals, was quick to counter. "While I respect Senator Johnson's passion for the deficit," she said, her tone as sharp as her policy proposals, "let's not forget this bill includes vital investments in education and infrastructure. We can't balance the budget on the backs of our children." Not to be outdone, Senator Ted Cruz, always eager for a filibuster, jumped in. "I stand with Senator Johnson," he declared, puffing out his chest. "This bill is a bloated mess, and I'll talk until the cows come home if that's what it takes to stop it." And so, the delay began. What was meant to be a swift passage turned into a marathon of amendments, counter-amendments, and speeches so long they could have been novels. Days passed. The bill's fate hung in the balance, while outside the chamber, pundits speculated wildly. Would the delay trigger a government shutdown? Would Trump take to X, formerly Twitter, to rage against the do-nothing Senate? The suspense was almost unbearable, if you were into that sort of thing. Then, in a moment of unintended comedy, Senator Bernie Sanders, who had been quietly observing the chaos, stood up. "You know," he said, his Brooklyn accent cutting through the noise, "while we're here arguing about spending, we're actually spending more money. Our salaries, the staff, the lights in this room, it's all taxpayer dollars. Maybe we should just pass the bill and go home." The chamber fell silent. For a brief, shining moment, the absurdity of it all was laid bare. But in Washington, absurdity is the norm, and the moment passed. The debate raged on. Finally, a compromise was reached. The bill, once a bold vision, was stripped down to a shadow of itself, enough to let both sides claim victory while satisfying no one. Conservatives cheered the curbing of wasteful spending, while liberals touted the preservation of essential programs. As the senators filed out, weary but triumphant, one couldn't help but wonder, had anything really been accomplished? The bill now faced the House, where the circus would undoubtedly begin anew. And so, the Great Spending Bill delay of 2025 came to an end, not with a bang, but with a whimper of bureaucracy. A fitting tribute to the enduring power of political theater.